Great time of year. Here we go. One more crack at it.
Questions for Coach Motzko? What's that like? Is that going to be motivation? You know, last year you guys came so close. I know you don't need motivation this time of year, but does that still stick there a little bit?
There's two parts of that. We'll take it to our grave. You have a loss like that. The Minnesota Vikings have a few losses that you take to your grave. That's sports. I hate it. But now a new year, like someone asked, well, is St. Paul more motivation? I mean, what if the Frozen Four was in, Kansas? It wouldn't matter. We want to be there. So there's no more motivation than you'll ever have every year to get back to a Frozen Four. One, I should back the NCAA tournament. And that's the truth. And it happens to be in St. Paul this year, which we don't even talk about. We're just talking about the regions. So every team we coach, we want to get in that tournament and have our shot to get back in it. And that's what we're going to do.
Bob, you didn't like the way your team played in the last game, and I can't imagine they liked it too much either. Just how are their heads right now, and what did the week off do for you as far as getting ready to play a ball game?
I didn't like how we played that game the last 3 years, and we rebounded from it. So that's what we're hoping, that we rebounded from it. We had a great prep for it, didn't go the way we wanted. In a 2-1 loss, we can replay it over and over, and we identified some things in there that we really have to be better at. Face-offs is one of them, where we started on the defensive side of the play the whole night, and we're our guys. So this is our 4th NCAA tournament, and we've got some guys. We have to draw on some experience right now with guys that have been in it. We've won 6 games in the tournament the last 3 years. We gotta hope that there's some experience in there that can drag us to the starting line and get us in that fight.
You took your team on the road this weekend. How did that go? What were you hoping to accomplish?
Well, we did it the last 2 years, so we thought, what the heck, let's do it again. And we've been home for a month and a half. And it does. It just gets a little stale when you're at home late in the year. We just went out and just had something different and a little team bonding, and now we get a chance to leave tomorrow again. So I hope we get the same results we had the last couple of years.
How'd you describe the season Justin Close has had?
Fantastic. He's one of the best goalies in the country. He gives us a chance, and he's the backbone of our team. So we're in great hands there.
Is it too much to say that you always hear a goalie can carry a team to a championship? Is that fair? And if it's true, do you have the right goalie for it?
Yeah, it is. It is true. I mean, you do a little bit of study in this that in our sport, a goalie can be the backbone in a game. That can because right now it's one and done, and I don't know if you want to have it every game. We have players that can step up and not make that the case, but we've got a guy we can trust, who's been through the battles, and so we're in a great spot there.
You're going to Sioux Falls, where you lived for a couple of years. What's your memories there? What are you looking forward to getting back there?
Well, I'm going to be a little like. I don't think any of the guys even know that I used to live there, of our players. But we were in Fargo last year, so I did today. Distance from here to Fargo and here to Sioux Falls, it's about the same. And our crowd, it was amazing. The crowd we had in Fargo last year, and I just want that out. That so everyone knows, if you just get your Google out, and it's going to be 45 one day and 50 another day, so the snow's going to melt. Let's get some Gopher fans down there, because it was big time last year, and I know there was that last year's team had that hype going. We've been pretty good to the second half, and if we can get that that attendance down there, it would be huge. I'm more into that. It's short, it's close by, but I've also learned, like going into the selection, there's always, you can find out ahead of time as a coach I don't do it anymore. I wait for the show. And it was probably pretty, it was pretty strong. That's where we were going to be. I didn't care if we were East or West. Like, no matter who you're playing, I want one of the 16 coaches to go, you know what, I like our drive. I'm glad we're playing this team. Everyone's a challenge. It's how you're playing. And like I said, we've got some experienced guy with our youth. We got players that have played in 2 straight Frozen Fours and played in one last year. All the guys returning. We have to draw on that to give us that experience. We're going to need it.
What impresses you about Omaha?
Heavy, big, long on defense, goaltender. They've got a real good record going since Christmas, so they're feeling good about themselves. They're close to home themselves. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have some people in there, like St. Cloud had last year. So there was, but our fans were monstrous last year. And we're digging in the best we can to, the quick turnaround to leave tomorrow. But awful good hockey team that's earned their way. The second half, they earned their way in the tournament. But so did we.
Your main players are your main players at this time of year, obviously. But then last year, like Bryce Brodzinski had been maybe quiet a little bit, and then he stepped up in the regional round. I mean, do you look for maybe somebody you don't expect to step up?
Do you have a mic, or do you have a secret mic in our coach's room? Who's been quiet for a little while lately and ready to wake up?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a 5th-year player that's played 180 games in his career that we're hoping can kind of find a little of that magic that he had a year ago, which he got going in the region.